Malta is tiny. This was Malta, our world archived. You could drive across the entire country in under an hour, and yet, for thousands of years, empires, armies, and civilizations have fought, settled, prayed, traded, and died over this small cluster of islands in the Mediterranean. Malta has been ruled by ancient temple builders, Phoenicians, Romans, Arabs, Normans, Knights, French, British, and has survived some of the most intense sieges and bombings in European history. This is the story of Malta, an island built by civilizations, shaped by war, faith, survival, and the sea. Long before knights, castles, or cannons, Malta was already ancient. Around 3600 BCE, people were building massive stone temples on the islands. These temples, like Ħaġar Qim, Mnajdra, and Gantija, apologies on my pronunciation, are older than the pyramids of Egypt and older than Stonehenge. And here's the wild part. We still don't fully understand how they were built. The stones weigh several tons. There's no evidence of metal tools, no written language. Yet these people aligned temples with the sun, the seasons, and ritual life. Then, mysteriously, this civilization disappeared. No invasion, no clear disaster, just gone. Malta's history begins not with answers, but with questions. After the temple builders vanished, Malta became a strategic prize. The Phoenicians arrived around 800 BCE, using Malta as a trading stop between North Africa and Europe. They brought ships, gods, and commerce. Then came the Romans, who turned Malta into part of their empire. Villas, roads, olive oil, wine. Malta was connected to the ancient world. Christian tradition even claims St. Paul was shipwrecked here in 60 CE, a story still deeply woven into Maltese identity today. When the Roman Empire fell, Malta didn't rest. It was passed between powers like a relay baton, Byzantines, then Arabs. The Arab period, beginning around the 9th century, quietly shaped Malta forever. They introduced new farming techniques, irrigation systems, citrus fruits, and language influences. In fact, Maltese is the only Semitic language written in the Latin alphabet, a direct result of this era. Many Maltese place names, foods, and even architectural styles still carry Arabic roots. Even after the Arabs left, Malta was never the same. In 1530, everything changed. Malta was given to the Knights of St. John, a military religious order driven out of Rhodes. They turned Malta into a fortress, massive walls, stone cities, hospitals so advanced they shocked visitors. But the real test came in 1565, the Great Siege of Malta. The Ottoman Empire arrived with tens of thousands of soldiers. Malta had a few thousand defenders. For months, the island burned. Fort St. Elmo fell. Bodies piled up. Food ran out. But Malta held. Against all odds, the Knights and Maltese people survived, and Europe saw Malta as a shield against invasion. After the siege, Valletta was built, a city designed for war, faith, and power. The Knights didn't just build walls, they built beauty. Churches filled with gold, Baroque architecture carved into limestone. Cities like Mdina, silent and timeless. But life wasn't just grandeur. Most people were fishermen, farmers, servants, craftsmen. Malta was deeply Catholic, deeply disciplined, and deeply aware that survival depended on the sea. In 1798, Napoleon arrived. The Knights surrendered almost immediately. The Maltese were furious. French rule was short and unpopular. Churches were looted, traditions ignored. So Malta asked Britain for help, and Britain stayed. For over 150 years, Malta was part of the British Empire. You can still see it today. Red phone boxes driving on the left, English widely spoken. But Britain's greatest impact came during World War II. During World War II, Malta was one of the most heavily bombed places per square mile on Earth. The island was starved, bombed daily, nearly destroyed. Yet, it didn't surrender. In 1942, King George VI awarded the entire island the George Cross for bravery. To this day, it appears on Malta's flag. Malta became independent in 1964. Today, its history lives not just in stone, but in food. Rabbit stew from survival times, pastizzi from street culture, bread baked thick and hearty. Every recipe is a layer of history. Malta isn't just a place, it's a record of human history, compressed into stone, language, food, and memory. Empires came and went. Malta stayed. Thank you for exploring this story with Our World, archived, where the past is kept and remembered.